Hey everybody, Thomas here. You know what day it is? It's April 5th. What am I going to do today? Cut some black walnuts. Pretty awesome. This is a tree, if you follow the channel a few months back, this is a tree that Tommy found in the woods. This is a tree that from a distance, I told him like, no, don't worry about it. It's just hickory. I'll get it later. Well, he's like, no, Dad, it really is black walnut. So I went up and looked at it. I'm like, I'll be darned. My 8-year-old correctly identified black walnut. So what I've been doing right here is just pulling off the bark next to Molly there where my burn pile is. Just pulling off the bark here. I've got one little section of bark here on the backside. It's just not coming off right now that easily. I don't have the patience right now, and my draw knife's not here next to me, so I'll get to it when it's on the mill. This is going to be turned into stairs for our house. There's a couple that came over the other day looking for wood for stairs. They're doing like free floating stairs. I say free floating. They've got this metal I-beam and they've got these metal plates, but the stairs have to be 1 3/4 inches thick, and that's per code and the county that they live in. So I'm like, okay, but they want me to have a finished product to them, so I'm going to cut these a little bit more, probably more towards the 1 7/8 or inch and something more than 3/4, and plane them down from there. I think I might leave myself some room. I'll do 1 7/8. That way I leave myself some room, and it's really easy to do on the Timber King 2000 over there because it's got a computer, and that computer is pretty darn accurate. I would say it's within 2 or 3/16 of an inch. It's just a very accurate machine. So I'll be cutting this. Also, this is going to be a segmented video. I'll put everything together, but also what I picked up, what I haven't picked up yet, but what I've been told is a friend of ours up in Tennessee has a log. Now my dad's gonna go pick it up today. I looked at the pictures. Oh my goodness, guys, it's something I've really wanted to cut for a while. I've had people ask me about it. It's box elder, and I'm not talking, it's not a little box elder. It actually puts my ash tree over here, which I haven't gotten next to or gotten onto yet. This is the one that has the cedar up against it. This ash tree right here is 28 inches on one side and 30 on the other side. This box elder is every bit of 35-inch diameter for the first like 10 to 12 feet, and then next down a little bit and then branches off to a whole lot of other stuff. So more to follow. Cannot wait to cut some box elder. I'm pretty sure I'll be one of the only people in South Mississippi that will have box elder. I'm one of the only people who has black walnut because I get it from all over the place. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So without further ado, let's get this on the mill and we'll get cutting. Okay, so we're back on the mill. This morning I got tied up doing a couple of things. Hopefully I'll put the little clip of the two skinks fighting. But back on the mill, I did my first cut, just trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. I've got a big section right here where it's broken out. This tree is a tree that fell down on the farm up in Tennessee. This is the one that my son found, like I was saying. Towards the back, I have a big check. This first cut here, I'm on the 1 7/8 scale. I'm going to continue with that. This next cut will probably not be a good board that I can really use much, not for the stairs that I have to do. The stairs I have to do, I need 17 44 by 11 inches wide, and the final finished product has to be 1 3/4 inches. So these are going to be cut at 1 7/8. I have to allow for a little bit of shrinkage during drying, and then whenever I plane them down 1 3/4, only planing on one side. These are going to be going into a house, free floating stairs. They're going to be pretty neat looking. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get this started up and go from there. So again, next cut will be 1 7/8 down from here. It won't be a good board for me to use for this. It'll be something else, and then we'll crank on the other one. Get my water flow going. My blade's already tensioned up. performance on this blade. It just doesn't feel right. And this is a blade I've cut some other stuff with, and I'm just gonna go ahead and change it out. So I won't bore you with this. I'll go ahead and put the camera down for a second while I change this blade out. But sometimes you just, you're cutting and you're like, it's just not cutting right. It just doesn't feel right. I mean, it's cutting clean. It's gonna be pretty long. It's cutting clean. It feels like it's working harder than it should. So let's give it a break. Take it off. I'll let Mr. Robert do his magic with it and go from there. Okay, so I went ahead and changed the blade, and now, just so I make sure that everything is the same, I'm actually going to flip this log 180 and start cutting from the top down. I'm already on my 1.5 or 1 7/8 scale. I've already got my reference on the other side, so I think I'll maximize by cutting. If I flip it over, have this on the side down. My last cut, I'm measuring from the top down, will be 1 7/8. So let's maximize what we can maximize, and then we'll see what's a cold board or what's a board that we use for a bench or something like that. But as of right now, I'm getting 14 inches across the top of most of this, and I only need 11 inches. But they want to keep a live edge on one face. So the face that's facing the camera right now is actually clean. That'll be the face, and then on the back side I'll cut that off. But I'm going to do it after the fact. I want to go ahead and get all these boards essentially cut into their raw form, and then I'll work on finishing it up later. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the log. Now I'm doing the turning not at full speed on the engine. I'm doing it at the idle speed, and that's just because you don't want to start the clutch on this one at full speed. You start it at idle. So it's just easier if I don't have to rev up and rev down all the time. I'll just keep it at an idle speed. It turns it just fine at idle. Nothing wrong with there. So without further ado, we will continue cutting on this black walnut log these stairs. mistake. I made a pretty stupid mistake. Like, very stupid mistake, I think. Yeah, I made a mistake. All right. This has happened to me before. It's hard to tell from the video. It's not going to screw up a lot of stuff. It's actually okay the way it happened. It might make planing these last few boards difficult. But take a look right here. See that gap? Yeah, whenever I put it down and flipped it over, well, I should have checked. I'm barely on the log dog over there, or the log stop. So now I'm down. Son of a. But you know what? It's okay. It's only going to affect the bottom board, which is probably one of my prettier boards, but it's usable only to a certain degree into this region right here, because I have a huge knot that goes through here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that off anyways. Over the transition from the full length to there, you're talking ½ inch or so. I'm not overly too worried about it, but that's a stupid mistake. And I'm sure there's others out there who've made it. But yeah, stuff happens. But that's okay. Again, I think I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might get about 6 or 7. I might get nearly half of the stairs that I need out of this one log. And I also have a lot of good stuff in here for maybe not cutting boards. This is gonna be pretty thick because it's 1 7/8, but it's gonna be something like maybe benches, or I don't know. We'll see. So now I'm gonna go ahead and reposition the camera, and we'll do kind of some reveal stuff here. Okay, now my helpful assistant Evie has actually gone out and given me the broom so I can sweep these off. It looks like I will get 8 stairs out of this one log, plus a lot of extra. Want to hop down, Evie? And now I'm going to do the little water reveal thing. Now the water I'm using, it's runoff from the top of the building here, and it has a lot of oak, what do you call, whatever the brown crap they drop, so the water's pretty dark in color. It is in fact water. I promise you there's nothing else in there. So here we go. That's pretty neat. So I'm gonna need a bath anyway. So gorgeous, gorgeous wood. I'll go ahead and get the camera out so I can see this up close. These are gonna be some amazing stairs. Now this one is one of the ones that has that check in it, which is really not too bad. I think I actually might be able to salvage a little bit more out of this than I need. But how would you like these as steps in your house? And if you need to know anything about black walnut will actually darken. This is, when it's first cut, you get kind of like this faded color. This color you're seeing right here is actually not what it's going to be. It's actually going to be a little bit darker in color. I don't know if it oxidizes or what that's called, but these are going to be pretty. And then whatever's left over, I'm going to go ahead and make into benches and centerpieces on tables. So hope this was interesting. This is, again, I'll have to do this as a multi-part series, but this is step 1. Find the log big enough and cut it up. So I did that. And then step 2 is I'll have to get a second log on here, but I don't know if I'll do that one on the film or not. And step 3 is going to be the actual finishing of these. That will be using Mr. Jack's planer. He's got the Woodmaster 725. I did a video of that the other day. I don't think I posted that. That still needs to be edited. But we'll get these over there and we'll plane them down on one side. But whew, this is gorgeous. I mean, this is going to be some really pretty stuff. And again, this came off our farm up in Tennessee. This is a log that Tommy found. In fact, I got 3 log sections out of this one log. And yeah, very impressed. So, give the count. I've got 4 boards here, or slabs. There's a couple more on the tractor over there, but I've got 4 here. And at each of these, I should be getting at least 2 of the stairs that I need. So stay tuned, and you know, there's so much more to cut and so much more to do. Hope everyone's being safe and respectful to everyone. You know, please take it seriously. Unfortunately, this coronavirus that we're all dealing with right now, but not to be on my soapbox, but if you know anyone that's in need, help them out. We've tried our best to help some of our elderly neighbors out by going to get groceries for them, so they're not having to fight the masses and risk infection of themselves. And we drop off the groceries on the front porch. So, you know, anything you could do to be nice, it's good to be good. I'll leave it at that. It's good to be good. All right, have a good one. Thanks.